All right, tonight let's kick off our recaps with Winrel. If you don't mind going over something that stood out to you, or just in general, something you'd like to recap.
Crap, I just had to run and do the survey. Okay. So a bunch of wolves came to fight us at the tower because they were trying to get the Vistani woman, Esmeralda. They were basically working on Strahd's behalf to come and, I guess, capture her and take her back to Strahd. We found out that the coup that was going on within the wolf tribe that Winrel was aware of failed. So the same Kirill stayed in command, which is not great for us because he's seemingly, in cahoots with Strahd to some degree. And then the group really discussed a lot of whether right now is the correct time to go after the wolf pack. And Winrel gave some information about the numbers. I think there was about 50 adult werewolves as part of the pack, as well as dire wolves and regular wolves. So we'll have to come up with some type of strategic plan to infiltrate and potentially take them out, or at least just take out Kirill, which seems to be probably the better move. Yeah, that's about it for me.
Yeah, we get to learn a lot about the wolves and what their motivations are from you, as well from Kirill, and maybe more of the role they're playing here in Barovia. It was, I think you remember their pack, their fighting age number was probably about 30, less the ones we've already slaughtered. Instead of 50, 50 would be a lot. Uh,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
no,
30 is still kind of a lot. And then, we also found out, or Winrow also shared that they'd been kidnapping children from Barovia from the woods um, to like add them to their pack and, convert them to werewolves. So there's a lot of people that, like Winrow, were turned against their will and may or may not be innocent.
yeah, thank you. It's crazy dangerous to be a kid in Barovia. Everyone's trying to capture the kids and turn them into monsters. But maybe we'll put it into that. Thank you. Go ahead and take your inspiration, Winrow, and we'll see you next. Next will be Dimitri. Do you mind continuing our recaps?
Yeah, we finished up at Van Richten's tower. Finally felt like I got some serious, you know, like it felt like my character finally clicked on with all the grit points and blowing up werewolves, which was really cool. And then we started to make our way toward, or we finally made our way toward Crake, and found out that we can't enter, and that Ismark has been out there the entire time since he left. Um, yeah, right, Balaki. And we need to either go take out all the werewolves that also attacked us at same ones that attacked us at the the tower, or we have to get a cart with some of the wine from the Wizard of Wines to bring it in order to be let into Craig. So I'm not sure if we decided on anything last week. I can't remember. I didn't quite make it that far in the recording, but I know those are our two current options.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty violent. Dimitri mowing down those werewolves, just absolutely slaughtered them. Dimitri was on fire. Um, and indeed, yeah, to Ismark's benefit, he's only been there for about 2 days. You guys traveled pretty quickly. and you are only a day behind him, I think, leaving Valaki. But yeah, a lot of things kind of coming together a bit for us. Well, at least reuniting. Thank you. Go ahead and take your inspiration, and we'll see you next. Oh shit, I was pushing the wrong push to talk. Sorry about that. 2 days is definitely pretty rough in Barovia. Elward, do you mind continuing our recaps?
Sure. Sadly, I can't continue it because I missed last week, but I can tell you what I remembered the last time, where all the clues and stuff came together when it came to Rictavio. Why he was so much better than your ordinary bard or traveler in Barovia. And yeah, we also got to meet Esmeralda, I believe her name was. And yeah, she's very much a gearhead and very much like the prosthetic part of her. Um, I don't know if it was meant to be or something, but some sort of love child between the two of them. That would be an interesting story. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you guys did so well in combat. From what Lennon told me, I was kind of useless without my magic, so I apologize for that. And yeah, I'm excited to be here because I heard you guys were in the middle of making a pretty important decision. So glad I'm here today to help out. Be the with my high intelligence and my low morality.
Yeah, definitely glad to have you back, man. And that's probably some of the more interesting characters in all of this adventure. Van Richten and Esmeralda. It's kind of mysterious. Maybe we'll learn more about what's going on between the two. But I'm glad that you noticed that she was a gearhead. She has so much cool stuff in that wagon. We only saw a bit of it, though, unfortunately, before she rode off into the twilight. Thank you. Go ahead and take your inspiration, and we'll see who. Tonight we're going to wrap up with Jensen. If you don't mind closing us out with the recaps.
Yeah, perfect timing. The little guy just decided to not nod away. Not sure I have a whole lot more to contribute after the great summaries from everyone else. Let's see, things that stood out to me. Let's see, I'm not sure if anyone mentioned that apparently Ismark is now free of his pie addiction, or so he claims. So more stay tuned on that. Yeah, Rebecca just mentioned something as well about let's see, that we don't currently know the whereabouts. The battle with the werewolf coven at the beginning, Esmeralda hightailed it the hell out of there, so we currently don't know her whereabouts. So that might also be a to do for us as a side thing. It seemed like there might have been some information garnered from that relationship. And she was kind enough to leave us some silvered weapons, as I recall. As Serena picked up I want to say she picked up like a battle axe, or maybe it was just like a one-handed axe, and was trying to cleave away at werewolves unsuccessfully. And that was I guess. Made sense for the moment, but a bit out of character for her to be swinging that thing. So I had a chuckle, kind of mentally imagining her doing that. And yeah, like I said, I'm not sure I have a whole lot more to add beyond the plot points that Dimitri and sorry, baby, Dimitri and Winrell already offered. Ooh, jeez, sorry. The baby was like leaning aggressively toward mommy out of my one arm as I was pushing.
I know how that goes. Wiggle worms.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot more to add beyond that, other than what Dimitri and Winhow were already
No, those are some excellent points. We can't forget about the pies and how they affected a few of us, and maybe as Mark is shrugged it off, like yourself and Dimitri. But there's more pies out there if anyone gets hungry, more blind or something else. But yeah, those are great points. And indeed, yeah, watching Serena fight with the battle axe was pretty interesting. Instead of her normal, more light-based weapons. Thank you. Go ahead and take your inspiration as well. And I thank everyone for the recaps. I don't think I have any bookkeeping tonight. I kind of slightly updated your to-dos. If anyone sees something in there that's out of whack or that you want to add, feel free to do so. Otherwise, yeah, let's move back into session. We're right outside the northern town of Crake, the walled village. It's much smaller than Barovia and Vallaki as well. You can see that it's a pretty small town. It's probably the kind of town where like everyone knows everyone. We learned that their trade system is pretty much non-existent, or their business, I guess at least. They're willing to trade, but money is not really that important here in this community. We found ourselves kind of outside resting in these tents. Ismark and Dimitri, though, kind of having a bit of a conversation in their tent as we complete our long rest. Stories in your hands, guys.
What did I trade my weed for again?
You got to borrow 3 canvas tents and
Right.
and a night's worth of rations, or a day's worth of rations.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay, so successful long rest then?
Yep, totally. You can have a successful long rest. Was there anything that you wanted to communicate to Ismark over the rest, Dimitri, or do we want to just call it a long rest?
I was going to just talk to him a bit and see if I can, I guess, kind of like try and build up his confidence, just because like going off of the fortune teller reading we had. It was known as the lesser, and he's going to be like one of our greatest allies. And so far, like Dimitri's not like super big into the fortune because it still was from a Vistani, but it's still like things have come true on it. So he's like kind of like, oh, well, like planting seeds to see if we can get to work, try and raise his confidence.
Yeah, totally. That's a very important thing that our Tarokka read all the way back in session 1, how they influence our journey, and maybe maybe you've correctly or incorrectly interpreted this. Ismark seems to be important to our path. Cool. Roll a persuasion check for me, please. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, Ismark, he seems to be in better spirits than he was when you left him back in Valakia, or when he left, but he seems to be a bit more emboldened. And as your words kind of fill, his spirits kind of get bolder and bolder. Ah, Dimitri, I am glad we had this rest together. You definitely are much more my type of conversationalist than that puppeteer fellow. Don't get me wrong. Elwood is a fine lad, but you know how to relate, I should say. Uh, perhaps, perhaps my path doesn't lie in Crick. Would you mind if I accompany you all in the morning? I honestly believe that whether or not our past led us astray, you lot are the quickest way, and maybe the only way, to seeing my sister again.
Yes. Yeah. God, I just lost the voice. Yeah, no, by all means, please. Your company is more than welcome.
Good. Indeed, I be happy to join you along, and hopefully be a bit more of use this time.
Perhaps we should both lay off the pies for the foreseeable future.
You said you have some pie. It's just you and me here in the tent.
No, I don't have any pie. I think we should not have any more pie.
Yes, wise words indeed. And yeah, well, you can have a successful long rest. We wake up in the morning, and we have a couple options on our plate. What do you guys do?
Well, I'm surprised, Ismark, you wanted to tag along. One, perhaps both of our paths here are pretty dangerous.
Yes, but pretty much any path I take is dangerous, and at least I'll be in danger with some friends than by myself. Plus, it's getting a bit lonely. Those gods there on the gate, they're not much for conversation, you know.
All right, so as long as you're aware. So I kind of promised that we would do the wolves, but I don't know where you guys stand on your decisions. I'm happy to do the wine first, but at some point we're gonna have to, or I'm gonna have to take care of the wolves for the burgomaster.
Well, I did give some thought to it, and I think we should do both. I think the more we help out Drake, the more likely they are to send aid our way.
Good to me. I think I completely agree.
We should strike now while their numbers are diminished.
Yes, the wolf one is probably better done sooner rather than later before they can replenish their number.
That's valid. Based on my calculations, I think there's about 25 werewolves left, and probably not all of them would be, fighting. But I honestly think if we can somehow get Kirill alone or in a smaller group, if we just take him out, we might be able to just persuade the rest to leave.
Well, if we can do that, anything that makes the fight easier would be good. Plus, if we can manage to turn some, maybe they're all not fans of Strahd, and we can get some allies there.
Yeah, I think at least we should give them some opportunity to surrender and join our ranks, or send them potentially send them to the Order of the Silver Dragon, maybe, and pledge alliance to them. I don't know if they take non-undead members, but maybe. All right. Well, I believe our main direction is directly north of here. So, if everyone's in agreement, we can head out.
Does your coven respect the combat for leadership?
Yes, I believe so. I mean, like I said, killing Kirill, I think, would open up several different avenues. I'm not sure.
One-on-one.
I don't know. I don't have enough experience with him directly, and I'm also not sure that they would. I'm also not sure that they would follow me because I'm not actually part of their coven. Never, nor was I ever.
So, is the rest of your party? Were they all killed, or do you think some of them might be there as werewolves also?
I believe they were all killed. I was the last one surviving, and then I had seen them all perish prior to me awakening as a werewolf. But, I guess it's possible.
Guess we won't follow the same road as them. And this time we'll succeed. I hope.
Yes, but, you have to remember that we were on more of an exploratory mission, more political mission to try to get the members of the church back in line. We didn't expect to go to battle.
Yes, without the element of surprise. I mean, perhaps we can have a surprise on our side, which would greatly help our situation.
We just slaughtered half the coven. I'm not sure how much surprise we could have.
Yes,
I think you should prepare yourselves for a fight. A big fight. This one's not going to come easy.
Oh, no, I didn't think it was going to come easy, but I'm not sure if they think we're going to come after them either.
I mean, there's also the off chance that Kirill hasn't made it back yet. Maybe he's still pursuing Esmeralda.
But if that's the case, then we should just be searching for it now. That way their numbers are low, and we will definitely have the element of surprise. And it'll be easier to free the kids if they still have any. And that's also to consider. The longer we take, the more kids are in danger. So we should probably just head out now.
And you do know from what Anna Krakov gave to you that the den was somewhere to the north. You also have a bit of a map to rely on. We can trudge into the northern lands. This kind of the elevation rises and falls as we kind of go through this snowy land up here to the north of Barovia, the northern part of the Barovian Valley. Is that the way we want to trudge?
Sure.
Yep.
Someone give me someone that's kind of leading the way, maybe guiding us through the path. Give me a survival check, and then Elward, will you also roll a d20 for random encounters?
Can I have advantage on my rolls, seeing as I've been there before?
It's not so much a direction as like not so much your sense of direction or getting lost, but just
okay.
navigating this kind of snow-ridden, kind of dangerous area.
Can she have Wolfie advantage?
I don't see where. I mean, like maybe she has a little bit of.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all good.
If more than two.
Did you not see my roll again?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay.
And Elward, that even though that normally is a terrible roll, in this case you are all good. Yeah, you do find yourself kind of trudging through this higher elevation area. It is snowing a bit, and the environment is just it's quite beautiful and also scary at the same time as you trudge through the snow-ridden environment with colorful trees and layered rocks, just a silencing white all about. Most of your prints as you kind of trudge along are wiped away quite immediately by the snow that's falling down, but we're able to make it pretty far through this. Not quite there. It's getting pretty late at this point. Do we want to pack down or push on?
I'd be speaking for Jensen. I'd be willing to push on.
Yeah, I'd be willing to push on.
Yeah, I mean, if we're as close as we think we are, pushing on is probably the best option if we camp this close to the.
Yeah, I was gonna say bunkering down at night in the dark woods. If there's a known like werewolf coven, doesn't seem like it's putting ourselves in any sort of favorable position either way, right? So might as well just continue on what we think the offense.
Cool.
Lennon, do I know how long until a full moon?
Yeah, it's the 15th moon of this cycle this month, and there's usually 28 moons in a month. Oh no, it's now the 16th moon. I'm sorry, 16th moon. So after you rest,
Okay.
tonight's moon will be the 17th.
Okay.
But
Okay,
yeah,
I'm good to push on then.
yeah. Everyone, give me a Constitution saving throw as we push on into the night.
Who has the weakest constitution bonus? I will give you my inspiration for this. Okay, Winrow has a 2. Anyone have worse than that?
I got 5. So.
Elward?
I got 2 as well, but I am confident in my rolling ability.
I was gonna. Oh. Do you want inspiration?
No, I've been gone for a week. I must roll my own power.
All right, I'm gonna give my inspiration to Winrow then.
Elward.
I failed mine. That knew that was coming, but that's
Just one more, Winrow. And that was the perfect person to give your inspiration to. Because of the inspiration, maybe, Winrow, you kind of begin to feel yourself, you just got overexcited, kind of pursuing this deep goal of yours. And all that adrenaline that was coursing through you early in the day at this decision kind of wore you out. But as you kind of move deeper into the night, Jensen's words kind of encourage, maybe his gruff attitude kind of bolsters your resolve, and you trudge on. You all pass. No one is exhausted from pushing on. We do push a little bit further into the dark. It's a bit hard to see, but several of us, maybe especially Winrel, you're able to navigate our way to the what we approach. And I'll give you some description in a handout. Above the tree line, carved into the side of a rocky mountain spur, is a wide, torchlit cave that looks like the gaping maw of a great wolf. There's your art. And as always, I'd click on the magnifying glass so you can kind of get the full effect.
That's pretty great.
That is badass.
yeah, that's dope. Especially like if you zoomed in, bloody footprints into the cave is awesome.
Yeah, like that.
I will spit you guys on the map. You don't have to be as close as I'm going to drop you. I'm just going to drop you kind of nearby.
Well, I guess since we're a bunch of piddly humans, I'll fire up a torch. Well, the majority of us, the majority of us are piddly humans.
Yeah, I have some light from Matilda, but it only 15 feet.
Oh, you get like an ambient candlelight sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like a purplish glow.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, it's 15, 15, 15. 15 bright, 15 dim, so a little less than a torch.
Yeah, indeed. As you strike up your torch and kind of guide yourself in the light, you kind of see that you guys are down on the eastern side of this gaping maw that leads into the cave. The light from the torch of Matilda kind of showing the way for those without proper dark vision.
Is Mark with us?
Oh, yeah, thank you. I already forgot about Ismark. Thank you for the reminder.
I was just making sure I didn't miss anything. I wanted to make sure he was like, oh, never mind, I don't want to go kill werewolf.
Oh, my push talk might have not been working again. I switched my button up to try something new, and I think it's been a pitfall for me. But would you like to control Ismark tonight, Dimitri?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I figured that'll be helpful since I've got Serena tonight.
No doubt, it's always rough running NPCs that are in the party, especially you got so much other stuff.
Yeah, I'm working on the things that are against you guys, not for you.
Ismark, you coming in or staying out here?
I'll be following you, friend. Torch is leading the way.
Do you have any weapons?
As you see, so he draws out a sword. A pretty nicely made sword. Nothing too fancy though.
Do we have any more of those silver weapons left?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did
Yeah,
we get
I
anything
think-
more than the axe?
Yeah, I think it ended up in party loot, didn't it? I swear Serena said she probably picked that all up.
Indeed, yeah. You guys, it was like a battle axe, a flail, a morning star, a light crossbow with 10 silver bolts.
Maybe she hadn't put it in the party loot yet because I don't see it. But
And you should now have control of Ismark, Dimitri.
oh, and right, and
Oh, I don't know how I forgot this. As you we'll kind of direct con this. As you woke up, the morning after resting outside Crake, a full 24 hours had passed since you had left the tower, Van Richting's tower. As you maybe called the call word of the command word of the animated armor, it didn't budge. In fact, it seemed so collapsed in a pile like it had never been before. The armor looked tarnished and old and ancient as you suspected it to be. No longer activated.
oh, bummer. All right,
Oh,
I'll add the silver battle axe to Ismark then, since probably gonna need it.
What was the weapons again? I might want to equip one.
Oh yeah, it's a flail, morning star, battle axe, and a light crossbow with 10 bolts, 10 silver bolts.
Did anyone claim the light crossbow yet?
I don't believe so.
Actually, I'm using puppets anyway, so.
I can use the flail, right? That's not doesn't take martial, or does it?
That's a good question. I think flail is one of them is a
clerics have certain weapon proficiencies. But I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is
I think
martial.
a mace is universal to.
Oh, there's a mace. Yeah, okay. I'll take the mace, and then I am going to make it a +1 mace with my ability.
Do you have martial proficiency since you're a forge cleric?
I do not. It is silly, but no,
Oh.
it does not come with it for some reason.
I think clerics in general have proficiency in maces.
Yeah, so the morning star, I think is simple.
Yeah, so I'll take the morning star, and then I'll make it a +1.
Morning star is martial. Sorry.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Gut mark.
you can still use any weapon with your +1 because you make it magical, right?
Ah, okay.
Does the blessing thing do that? You become automatically kind of like a hexblade thing?
I don't know.
I think
Let
it
me
says it's
see.
considered magical.
Oh, that was.
I do believe it does. I do believe it is magical, but I will double check.
Sorry, that was War Domain. War Domain got the martial weapon proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, you magic into a weapon, and then that's what gives it the +1 bonus.
Yeah, it can become magical, but just because it's magical doesn't mean you're proficient in it.
Oh no, I just meant like the weapon that she's currently using.
Yeah. My regular weapon already is magical. Is his point?
So you can hit werewolves with it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, sorry for the delay.
No problem.
No worries. Yeah, so you guys find yourself outside the werewolf den. Ismark is joining the party. And what do you guys do as we approach this den? You do see a bit of kind of light coming out of the mall, but not a ton.
Should we go for the sneaky approach? Well, they can smell us anyway, right? Or sneak as much as possible to get in close and then start firing off.
I can
Should we try to draw them out?
try and see. I can sneak to the edge and peek in and see how many are there first before we just.
Sure. I have the perfect thing to draw them off. But yeah, you can do that.
Oh
I
yeah,
could turn into a wolf also, and go in there.
I'll holster Matilda and then sneak forward a bit and then just kind of like peek around the corner, move up to the corner here, and
Sure, give me a stealth check. And as you kind of get closer, oof, wow. Yeah, you're not going to be noticed. The open jaws of the wolf's head form a 15-foot high canopy of rock over the cave mouth, held up by natural pillars of rock. The ceiling rises to a height of 20 feet inside the cave. Torches and iron brackets line the walls. From somewhere deep inside, you hear the echoing sounds of a flute. Some of the notes are discordant, painfully so.
right, so yeah, I'll just move up there and like peek in and see what I can immediately see in the.
Yeah, definitely. As you kind of get close and you peek in, you see that the cave goes on for a bit, kind of lit by these torches. But there's a raised terrace where it splits left and right, and standing on this 5-foot high ledge between the divide are two feral-looking women. They're wearing shredded clothing and clutching spears. You see them kind of sniffing at the air and looking left and right. The flute sound seems to be coming down the left split.
All right, and then I can see those wolves down there. Do they look like big wolves, dire wolves? Like how do the wolves look down here? I can see.
Oh yeah, because it's well lit, so you can see pretty deep into this cave. As you kind of look farther into the den, you do see some. They're fairly normal looking sized wolves. There's some older looking wolves as well as younger looking wolves. Wolves of all sizes and ages, kind of hanging out over there. And the music is coming from over there as well. You see a bit of smoke in the air, also kind of over in that area.
All right. And I just kind of want to like back away a little bit and then try and move around, like using these stalactites as cover as I move around to the other side. So I don't know if you want another stealth check or not.
Nah, you can totally do this as you kind of move around the pillars that form the maw. Oh, I see. And you're gonna try to peek into the other side.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go in any further on the other side, and I wanted to see down the right as much as I can. So all I see is some crates and then some stairs and like
Yeah, you're gonna look down the right split. You see a kind of a pool of water coming in from maybe the snow melt on the
Charging
top of
battery.
the cave. But you also see piles and boxes and crates and barrels of possessions kind of up there. Maybe it's difficult to see with your vision, but it looks like you can maybe see some like clothing kind of poking out of some of the barrels.
All right. And then I'll swing, go back out and around using the pillars as, or the stalactites as covers again, and then go over to the party and relate what I just saw, that there's two feral-looking, uh, you know, uh, women with spears on like this raised.
What do your elven eyes see?
I'm a human.
I know.
Just the two like what look like guards, female guards on the raised platform type thing, and then I see two, maybe three wolves that look just like normal wolves down the left, on the left side of that.
Winrail, anyone worth saving among these?
You also don't have to kill them.
Well, that's up to them, and I'll kind of point toward my.
All we can do is give them the opportunity to live. Yeah. It's up to them, like you said.
What's our best shot then? You talking to them or any of?
Mm.
Should attack them now before we get sandwiched by any parties that are out there.
I'll talk to them. Unless we want to surprise them.
Well,
Do both.
yes, I'm not sure if we surprise them. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't want to kill, unless they. I don't know, if they can be turned, I'd like to try and turn them, but losing the element of surprise is also.
You want to search around the cave, see if there's other entrances, so we don't have to go directly through the front door.
I assume I came in and out of this entrance, Lennon?
Yeah, this would have been the way you came in and out.
Okay.
This is just the cave seems to be kind of in the side of a hill of an incline. You guys kind of came in from the west side, but we'll say that you're on the east side for map purposes. Serena would kind of speak up a little bit. Certainly, we must not forget these are still monsters. Even if Winrel is the exception, she was not a monster to begin with.
The
Well,
conversation will not be long.
yes, but also it seems like they are kidnapping people, and some of these people perhaps do not want to be monsters. But now that they are, they have no choice but to stay here. Don't get me wrong, if they don't surrender, then I have no qualms about ending them, but there's always to give them a.
Dimitri, do you think a sneak attack is even possible based on what you've seen? I don't know that we can sneak very close to them. They will likely smell us.
The sneak attack would most likely be one of us ranged people, or multiple of us, firing at the guards and then retreating out here. And as they come out, hit them as they come out the mouth to the cave.
We need to hold them out of the cave. We can't let them surround us. We have to use that as a choke point.
No, agreed, but we should, if we can lure them out, Serena and I and Elwood and anybody else who has a ranged attack. attack and then fall back, and then have them come out the cave mouth and use the cave mouth as a.
All right, I got this. Just prepare yourself.
She says, "Prepare." I'm gonna move over here to like. You want to sneak again? I'm gonna want to move sneakily behind like this big stalag.
Yeah, I'll need a stealth from anyone that's trying to sneak closer. Serena would as well, and try to draw her bow.
Yeah, just like hiding behind that stalactite as Winrow's doing her stuff. I'm not sure if is Mark could probably like move over here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a couple feet back from Winrow, but I'm just gonna walk in. I'm just gonna flank her a little bit.
You're gonna walk in with Winrel as a wolf?
No, yeah. Is she going wolfing?
Can I talk in hybrid form?
You can talk in hybrid form. You can't talk in wolf form.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll still flank her.
All right, everyone ready? And I'll change.
Gonna have to get used to that.
Don't shoot me.
I know who you are.
No promises.
As you enter the cave, you see the two kind of grisly women kind of clutch their spears, and one of them like opens her mouth wide as if she's about to shout, and then she notices that one of you's a werewolf, but she doesn't seem to recognize you. She steps forward. Who are
We're
you?
here. I am Winrel. I have many allies outside and in Barovia. We are here for Kuril. Make no mistake, he will die. You don't have to. Make your choice. And then I'll back out of the cave.
As you turn your back, you see her rear back with her spear and call out, "Intruders!" as you threaten death to the pack leader.
Yeah, I'll be hanging back to kind of watch Winrow's.
Oh yeah, before you
And
leave the cave, we'll
I'm...
have to start rolling initiative.
Okay, then move back. I measured it, yeah, but okay.
Unfortunately,
Come get it, you mangy mutts.
they kind of roar at the insult. Unfortunately, these two are loyal to Kirill. Okay, cool.
Do they get an attack?
No, they just declared hostile intent. There's no surprise or anything. Dimitri, you were able to, maybe you prepared yourself. You're ready to fire. As you see the werewolf begin to get ready to throw with her spear, what do you do?
I'll step out from behind the pillar so I can see them. Which one's looking like it's getting ready to?
The one on the left.
One on the left. All right, then that's the one I am aiming for. I will. Yeah, let's get some shots off here. I'll do spend a grit and use violent shot.
Ouch. That is a hit as you turn, you kind of reveal your cover and fire out, striking directly into this werewolf.
Then I'll give another shot. No grip point on that one.
Also a hit, though?
And I'll step back around cover. Like, all right, let's get this over with. And that is it. I don't think I have oh, there.
Oh, Ismark's turn.
Ismark is going to. He's gonna maybe try and like pump himself up a bit. He's gonna stand there. He's gonna ready. He'll move a little bit and then kind of over here, and then ready a battle axe attack for if anything. And that's Ismark's turn.
Alright, the wolves, they heard the intruder alarm. Those that are chilling out in this den, the music comes to an abrupt halt, and you hear a growl and a mini patter of padded feet as they rush your way. There's a lot of tokens about to move your way.
This is where I get all my grip points back.
Hey, Pie Guy. Is it painful to see everybody in a line like that? You know, where you could be dropping I don't know, a vitriolic sphere or a flame sphere.
Hells yeah. Not a puppy guy.
Becomes your turn, Jensen, as you see the strategic formation of these enemies.
Are they charging forward and stopping in like a formation, or does it look like they're coming out?
Oh, they're all running full out towards you. It's just that's as far as they could run in their turn. But they're all charging.
Gotcha. Okay. I want to give him one of. And then let's see. Let's see. Just knowing I know Matilda's got a pretty good range. Serena, if she's shooting, probably in the 30 feet range. And then Matilda. I'm sorry. Not Matilda. Elward's puppets are in a 30, probably like a 30-foot range. I'm probably like right at the max edge of the range from range cover support with the exception of probably Matilda. So I'll take one step back. I'll take one step back just to make sure I'm definitely in the range of range support, and I will hold an attack action for whoever comes in range and wants them.
And it's probably using the wrong push to talk.
Dang it, it's totally gonna fault me all. I'm gonna just have to switch back. Oh no, I was trying to remove that. That turn order thing is just killing me. Alright. Yeah, indeed, this old voice kind of calls out from deeper into the den. These intrusions, they'll never stop. Again already. And I kind of see an older werewolf kind of waddle out of the corner. And then it becomes another's turn. Indeed, the one that was going to toss the spear, and she will do so.
Yeah. Fall day. Oh no. She's on top of a ledge. No. Len's supposed to talk again.
Oh, yeah, man, that was an epic description too. Um, yeah, indeed, she falls off the 5-foot ledge as she's like getting ready to toss the spear. She just got slammed into the chest twice with a huge forceful blast from this foreign weapon. She falls and clatters to the ground, her spear going very, very awry, and she falls prone. That's her turn. Your turn, Elward.
Oh no, that benefited her because now she's prone. Seconds. Well, I don't know how he's going to react to this because he hasn't met it yet. I'm going to send my arena puppet up to the front lines. And before I could give Irina an action, I have to give Ada an action. So Ada will go on all fours, looking like a howitzer, and a little muzzle comes out of her mouth, and she fires off a firebolt at the. Oh, did the other spearman take a turn? Oh, she has a different turn. Never mind. I'll take it on the spearwoman that's currently standing.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Fire off this firebolt howitzer.
Nice. That is certainly a hit as the fire strikes through the cave system and directly into the abdomen of this werewolf.
Okay. And Irina Puppet, as my bonus action, will take a dodge because that's all she could do, and hold the front line with the rest of the party.
This turn order tracker is causing some dilemma, as she sees her sister kind of fall down to the ground. She gets a bit enraged and is going to kind of fall down, like hop down the ledge, and toss her spear as well. She's going to hop down and then toss it. This will be a disadvantage. Let's see. It's probably going to be at probably a win rail again. 14. Oh no, that is a hit when you're in werewolf form. 3 piercing as the spear comes, hits just a normal spear, and she'll kind of stand over her sister, kind of trying to guard her.
1.
Yeah, just 1 damage. Becomes your turn.
Okay, I will step out. To here to wait the assault, and I will use my action to transform. Oh, I don't see my. Did you turn the thing off?
Turn what off?
Oh. It's the wolf picture, sorry. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the token...
Got it.
Serena will step out and fire her bow twice at the nearest target. This will be this wolf right here. actually, she'll fire once, and it'll pierce straight through the skull of the first wolf, and she's kind of looks a bit surprised, and then we'll aim at the next wolf, and also strike it, another headshot, and both fall dead.
Ouch.
Damn.
I haven't encountered werewolves yet as our, but do they turn back or do they stay wolf in form?
These ones specifically stay, but you kind of get the sense that maybe these aren't werewolves.
Ooh. Because as much as Zoward is concerned, he just killed some kids. He
Yeah,
doesn't know the full gist of anything.
yeah, it could be. It could be. As Dimitri, it becomes your turn, but at the start of the round, will you roll a d20 for me, Dimitri? Okay, you're good. I'll roll some initiatives, but go ahead and take your turn.
Oh no.
I'm gonna step out, and I'm gonna do a piercing shot, and I want to do it right through these 3 wolves right here. Well, you can see the measuring line, right?
I can, yeah.
Okay, yeah, through those 3. So I'm gonna throw that in the chat. Let's go.
Ooh,
So that's
Jeez.
just for the first wolf.
sad face.
So I roll for the other 2, but there's no misfire chance on the second. Fortunately, it's 8 and 4 damage. They take their own damage too. It's all right. And then, let's see. That one and that one are still up. That one, I'll spend another grip point and do another piercing shot and try and take out the other 2, that the back 2. So this one and this one. I don't know what my stuff's like.
Yeah, mine's lagging uncontrollably. It's really, I don't know what's the deal.
Maybe it's a big map and the tracker's using a ruler. Ouch.
So that's for the second one, the one that's with the red dot, and then the critical is on this back one again.
Nice.
Oh man, another brutal, very violent slaughtering of wolves as you fire twice, and your shot just pierces through them over and over, ripping these furry bodies apart.
And I will. Oh, that's why. Never mind. That's why I wasn't doing the little. I was trying to get the ping, and I couldn't ping because I was still in the measurement mode. But yeah, so then I'm gonna move back behind this stalagmite, and then that is my turn.
All right, this should be fine. Sorry about the delay, guys. Hopefully there won't be super lag. Ismark, go ahead and take your turn.
It still says mine is. I just moved to Firefox real quick. It said, oh wait. Oh, there it's all loaded. Did those other 2 wolves die?
Yeah,
After
they're
the
totally
second
dead.
round?
They're totally
Okay.
dead.
Yeah, Ismark is just still looks a bit nervous and holding his battle axe in 2 hands, but sees Jensen move back into a defensible position, so he'll follow Jensen's lead and step back a step, and just ready an attack with the battle axe, and that is.
All right, the wolves. They kind of get a bit shook by this, and but they're going to continue to press on. You see some of the maybe the more youthful wolves kind of were out front, and now the more a little bit older wolves kind of pushing through towards the back.
Ismark will attack that one. Already attacked it.
Indeed, they kind of all dash forward. One comes within range. You're rolling crits like crazy. Yeah, is the as the wolf comes dashing in, Ismark fills the words that Dimitri shared with him the other night, and he kind of emboldens his swing and just slashes a nasty gash into this elderly wolf, and it falls dead.
Oh, that a boy, Ismark.
Yes, I'll keep on. Thank you for the kind words. Onward, lads.
Can I also, before my turn, can I sneak out my held attack action as well?
Oh yeah, of course.
So when I hold an attack, do I just get a single strike, or do I get my full double attack?
Just one attack, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, whatever the first one, I'll assume this guy right here was the first one in range, and I would have swung at whoever.
Jeez, yeah. Describe the kill.
I just. Oh, damn it! I hit back and closed my game. As it's running up all recklessly, I'll just shove my halberd like just through its gut, and then kind of toss it aside.
Very nice. Yeah, you guys are making short work of these little wolves. Yeah, it becomes your turn, Jensen.
Sorry, I closed my window. I just need a second to get it back open. There we go. Okay, so as I fling that one aside, I'll kind of give a flashback look at Dimitri, who's been having a good time shooting fish in the barrel here, and just say, "Finally!" And I'll take a swing at the one directly in front of me with.
Yeah, that is totally another slaughter as you kill another one.
All right, so that one I'll just do just kind of a cleave down through it, and I'll strike the next one.
And yet again, cleave indeed as you just continue the massive blow. Cut through two wolves.
Yeah, I imagine I kind of look, even though it is what I assume is a heavy halberded weapon. I'm spinning it around like it's a bow staff, just very elegantly, kind of chopping left and right. And I'll just say, "Who wants some?" And I'll just keep. I'll actually take, emboldened by my recent success, I'll take a few steps forward, and I will pass turn. Oh, one small comment. I'm not sure if this has to do with any of the lags or the macro issues. Anytime I do a movement, it shows me like a tracer, like a 190 foot tracer from like this direction. It's very odd.
Yeah, that's the turn maker. I was trying to turn that off, but it didn't do it with the refresh. I'm gonna try again and mess with it a little bit when we take a break.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. It just seems like it's one of those things where it seems like maybe it's using more processing power than it needs to, or something like that. I'm not totally sure, but okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, it's totally part of the
with
pool.
That, I'll take a few steps forward. Yeah, I'll take a few steps forward and just assume a kind of ready stance and pass turn.
Cool. As you do so, the old man kind of looks pretty upset. You see him take his flute and just smash it across his knee. Ah, my family. Ah, and he just kind of gets super angry and rushes forward. As he gets like to about there, he takes one of his flute bits and throws it with full force towards you, Jensen. I think this is still gonna be at disadvantage. Yeah, just barely at disadvantage. 9 is a miss.
Loot bits. All right, that's new.
Oh, and I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna let these guys go next. Yeah, you don't see it, but more approaching. This one is the prone one. She's gonna stand up. Move forward. And she's gonna attack twice with her claws. At you, Jensen. Not hitting either time. Your armor's too sturdy. She looks a bit wounded. Elward, becomes your turn.
Okay. I'm confident in Jensen and the rest of the party to finish off the one in the front, so I'll focus the spear woman in the back. And fire off at her once again. Fire firebolt up towards the ceiling, and if it comes down like a howitzer, 18 for 11 fire damage.
Yeah, the howitzer goes off again and strikes its target with pretty burning force.
Then my bonus action to raise this mark spirit. Oh, let me see if I'm. Nope, I can't get Arena to go further. Not me going further, so actually I will go a little further. I'll use 5 foot for Ada, 5 foot for me, 5 foot for Irina, and Irina will take dodge as a bonus. And I'll communicate through Irina to keep it up his mark.
As Irina does this, Ismar kind of looks. What? Does my eyes play a trick on me? What is this foul devilry?
To remind you what you're fighting for, and please pay attention to the battle. There's still danger up ahead.
You see him turn back to the battle, but look very distracted as he kind of like turns, but still like side glancing the Irina next to him.
Next turn. Gotta go up and press. Yep.
The other one is going to move forward, fight along her sister. She'll take a multi-attack as well at you, Jensen. Missing both times. You easily parry them away with like your massive halberd. Winrel, becomes your turn.
Okie doke. Okay, I will step out and then I will cast a spiritual weapon right at this choke point, right in front of this dude.
We'll just use the torch icon again. Sorry about that. But you should be able to control the little ball of flame right in front of him. Do you want to go ahead and make an attack with it?
Yeah, I have a question. On the it says for higher spells. Let me see.
At 4th level, it would do more damage, but 3rd level would be the same.
So my question is, oh, it doesn't share. My question is, does it casting it at 3rd level does nothing for me, right? Because it only gives me benefit at every.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Okay, I wasn't sure because it says when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 slots above 2nd. So okay.
Oh no. So then it would do higher. Yeah. Yeah, so 1d8 for every 2 slot. No, never mind. It's not going to do anything until you cast it for.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's how I read it also, but just double checking. So yeah, I'll just cast it at level 2 then. Yeah, so that'll be my 13. Sorry, I'll turn off the wind.
Yeah, I was confused by it too. But when Roll20 asks you to do, ask you what level you want to do it at, it always do that one. You use 3rd level.
Yeah, it's a benefit of having that little drop-down menu. That'll be a hit still, as you smack into him with your spiritual hand, and do some force damage to this old werewolf.
Thank you.
Okay, Serena's going to draw a couple more arrows and fire out. She'll probably.
That was Winrow's bonus.
Oh yeah, you could totally use your action too. If you want to, Winrow.
Oh, I thought the initial cast was a action. Sorry, I think I make that mistake every time because I think that's how they play it in Critical Role. Anyway, yeah, sure. I will. I am gonna bless. Oh wait, I can't cast 2 spells. And is there anybody close enough? Oh yeah, I have enough movement. I'll just move up and whack them. Sorry.
Okay, you can totally do that. You're able to step up and whack him with your mace. The blessing of your deity kind of giving the weapon guidance and effectiveness.
Okay, pass turn for real.
Serena will pinpoint a target, and she kind of remembers as she draws a couple arrows that this was an effective style of fighting against these guys, and she remembers the silver weapons and looks towards the bolts, but they don't look effective with their bow. So she's gonna kind of spend this turn disarming her bow and drawing out the light crossbow. Your turn, Dimitri.
Alright, I'm going to move here. So this the left spear chick is in direct line of me. And then I will spend a grip point to do violent shot and fire at her.
Yeah, that is a hit, indeed.
And she's still up.
Still up.
I'll do another shot then. I won't use a grip point this time.
Another hit.
Forgot to take it off, so it's just the 12, not the 3.
As you pellet this werewolf warrior again and again, she falls to the ground dead.
And then I'll quickly move back over here behind the stalagmite and get ready to reload my weapon. And then that's. And then Ismark, perhaps feeling a bit more confident that he took something out and he sees friends going up, he'll move up here to take a couple swings at this.
Yeah, he hits both times. Doing some pretty nasty damage. Yeah, this werewolf is looking quite rough as Ismark steps forward emboldened, not distracted by Arena as much as he thought he would be, and does some serious damage.
And then he can't move back, though. So that is his turn. He just maybe a little looks a little cocky that he got 2 huge hits in. He's like, all right, this isn't that bad. And that's it.
Yeah, we're making an adventure out of this, Noble. As Jensen, becomes your turn.
Alrighty, there's still one in front of me, so I will take a swing.
That is a hit, and as you lay the final blow on the sister, she calls out in pain as you slash across her. Your bell tolls, but no one's close enough.
Yep. Then I'm gonna take a few steps up toward here. I think I've got reach. I think I've got. I'm sure.
He said a few steps, and then the ruler said he took 300 feet.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just gonna scan menacingly kind of over the old man. If it were up to me, you'd be dead already. Choose, old man. Then I'll pass turn.
Yeah, as you pass turn, this old werewolf kind of cackles. You may kill me, but when Carol returns, he'll skin you alive.
After you. And I don't think I can't attack, move, and attack, right? Like it's like 2 attacks as part of the same attack action, if I recall.
No,
correctly.
you can move and attack. You can attack, move, and attack. In older editions, you couldn't, but in 5 you can.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, for some reason I thought like when I got 2 attacks, it was part of like the same attack actions. It was like attack, and I was like just swinging twice or something like that. Okay, if that's the case, and he's gonna have that reaction, then fuck him. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can knock out with your reach weapon and do some pretty serious damage to this old werewolf.
And I will pass turn.
Yes, Guinness, this old werewolf is totally enraged, and he's going to step forward. And yeah, this guy, he's utterly enraged. He's gonna try to bite into you and then claw at you. That's gonna be a hit for 10 piercing, and I need a Constitution saving throw, Jensen.
Would you like a inspiration? So I will give you my inspiration. Here.
You with us, Jensen?
He's pondering, I understand. He's thinking.
Oh, sorry.
I need a Constitution saving throw as Skinnis bites into you, and you feel
Okay.
the curse of his fangs kind of spilling into your blood.
Okay. Winroll stepped away, but she said she's gonna throw me her advantage for.
Okay. Keep mine.
Yeah, you shrug this off. You've shrugged it off before at the tower, and you shrug it off now. This old werewolf won't get the best of you, but then he tries to claw into you as well. And misses.
Alright, so I took 7 piercing for my heavy armor.
Indeed, indeed. As you're kind of fighting this old wolf, you see a much younger, beautiful white wolf comes sprinting full speed, mouth just snarling, foaming at the mouth, fury in the eyes, kind of contrasting starkly with her beautiful white fur. But she charged all the way up. And Elwer, becomes your turn.
Try to take a different color to one alive, but if not, don't worry about it. This old man definitely has to go. And then I'm pull out a string and fire off my firebolt once again. The old man.
Nice. Yeah, as the firebolt shrieks through the cavern, it strikes right into the old man, and he goes down as he falls to the ground with his last breath. I'll see you all soon.
Cool. And I see that the party's advancing, so I too will advance. I'll use a whole 30 feet. Me and Ada. And that's the turn.
Winrail, becomes your turn.
Okie dokie. Do I know who the white wolf is?
Never seen her before.
Okie doke. I will cast Bless for real this time. Okay. And oh wait. Is magic weapon also concentration? Probably.
Oop.
Okay.
Spiritual
Just kidding.
weapon.
I will not do that. Spiritual
Oh,
weapon.
no, you're good. You could do both at the same time. Spiritual weapon's not concentration.
Oh, good.
That's what we say.
Okay. So I will cast Bless. On Jensen, Dimitri, and Ismark, I guess. And then I will swing at the White Wolf with my magic weapon.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, casting Bless... Oh, no, yeah, bonus action. Go for it. Yeah, as you swing out at this White Wolf, you see the White Wolf kind of react just barely, but the blow glances again, kind of grazes against her side, still doing some damage. Yeah, anything else in your turn, Winrow?
Nope, that is all.
As Serena has now her light crossbow out, she's able to load a couple bolts in, silver bolts, and fire out. She will fire at, yeah, the only one there, only one you can see, the White Wolf. And she hits on both shots. As the silver bolts penetrate this White Wolf's beautiful fur, blood kind of spills down, staining the fur. Oh, my bad, Elward. I will take it alive. She kind of gathers her wits a bit. She doesn't load 2 more silver bolts into it. Dimitri, go ahead.
Alright, as I move, I'm going to reload, spend one of my attacks to reload.
And
everyone else is...
Actually, what you see, this might affect your turn. I didn't think it would happen, but it did happen. Yeah, as you begin to kind of reload your weapon, you hear howling in the distance behind you, and like heavy footsteps, and then another howl, and another howl, as if a pack of wolves are approaching from behind. Maybe the snow cover or the snowfall kind of masked their sound, but out of nowhere, a pack of wolves with an angry, fearsome man that you've seen before, howling louder than the rest, appear behind you.
Which direction? Oh, like right behind me. Oh shit. Alright. Where's the guy?
Sorry, my screen is being so slow. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay, no problem.
There we go. Yeah, as the dire wolves, these massive wolves, as well as Kirill himself, come rushing out of the the snow-ridden land. He howls out, "You dare danger my pack! An attack on my home is an attack on me, my master, and I will have the final words." Your turn, Dimitri.
Well, you had your chance to surrender back at the tower, and I will use an attack to reload. Move to here, and then reload. Yell out. Yeah, Kirill's back with some wolves, and then I'm going to spend my current last 2 grip points for a level 2 violent shot on Kirill for the my second attack. And then I will action surge and 2 more just regular attacks on Kirill. Oh shit! Ignore the 2-8, the top 8s. I forgot to take off.
So a total of 3 attacks or 4 attacks?
3 because I used 1 attack to reload, and then
okay.
I action surged.
Cool.
So it'd be 22, 30, 35 total.
Excellent. Yeah, all 3 hit for sure as you fire over and over and over into this charging mad werewolf.
And then I'll, after reloading, draw my dagger, the dagger of venom, as just to interact with them. And I will back up 10 feet. And then that is my turn.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry. Do you, let's take. I know that this is a climatic moment, but this technology is totally throwing me off. Do you guys mind if we take a break here? And hopefully, when we come back, the technology will be a bit better for us.
No problem.
Super sorry about all this lag and the turn marker.
All good.
All good.
I guess that's our virtual tabletop dilemmas. When the technology is angry, it messes with us. But yeah, let's come back at 32 minutes past the hour, and hopefully it'll be all set then. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully the system doesn't lag out anymore on us, and it's a little bit solved. But yeah, we'll get right back into this.
Should we refresh again?
I think it'll be fine. If you can see, if your screen is fine, it should be fine. If it still continues, then yeah, we'll refresh. But hopefully it works just fine. Ismark, it becomes your turn. We're gonna have to do the old school like calling out when your turn is in, but hopefully that'll be a bit smoother for us tonight.
And then so I forgot to say that yeah, right. I was gonna use the after pulling the dagger, I was gonna use whatever, like the bonus action to. Oh, it's an action to cause the. All right, never mind. But I won't do that. I thought it was a bonus action to cause the. Other than that, Ismark will see the new enemies and not quite brave enough to go charging up by himself, but definitely new friends. He'll run up here and take a ready in action to strike out at the first thing that comes into range with his battle axe, and that will be Ismark's turn.
Yeah, kind of positioning himself into the danger's way. Yeah. Becomes Jensen. I think you actually went first. Just when I reset that. Go ahead. Your turn, Jensen.
Yeah, brave enough to move forward, or in this case backwards, but not brave enough to go charging off to one of them by himself.
Indeed. Your turn, though, Jensen.
Sorry, just recalling something. Elward said try and take the wolf alive. Is that?
Yeah, but that was before we're getting surrounded.
Yeah.
Call.
I was gonna say. Okay. I guess I'll just holler into the cave, and I'll take a strike at the wolf.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
And if it's still standing, I'll strike it again.
You strike into this wolf once, twice, mottling the white fur with blood as it splashes across. And you see a Kirill outside the cave kind of see this happening, and he just roars with pain and fury.
Ooh.
Well, I think I struck a chord. Okay, but it's still alive.
Still alive.
Huh. Let's see. Uh, hmm. How wounded does it seem? Sorry, that's an improper question. Does it seem bloodied? Does it seem like it's pretty hurt or kind of hurt?
Yeah, she's limping and she looks really hurt, but still enraged.
Gotcha. Okay. Um. Hmm. Well, with the enemies closing in, I don't want to leave my squishier compatriots off. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably take an attack and make a run for the mouth of the cave.
Yeah, Bianca's gonna try to bite at you as you move away.
Okay.
And do
All right.
some damage, and I'll need another Constitution saving throw.
So I'll take 7 because of heavily armored and give
Right.
you a con save.
And you push off lycanthropy again.
Okay, great. Yep. So I make it. Yeah, that's as far as I can make it, unfortunately. Okay. All right. I guess I'll pass turn.
Bianca, the white wolf, strides forward. You see her turn from her white wolf form into a hybrid, monstrous form, half human, half wolf, and she calls out in a gravelly voice, "Kirill, my love, I fight for Mother Night. Kill these intruders. These that endanger our pack. Kill our young." That was her action to transform. Uh, as you kind of almost as she kind of transforms, a blur of shadow comes through as a pitch black wolf comes dashing through. As she dashes all the way up to you, she's kind of getting ready to snap at your heels, Jensen. But that's all she can do. Kirill is just absolutely infuriated. He's gonna rush in. He's probably gonna rush all the way there. Sorry, Elward, you happen to be the closest target. As he kind of moves in, he's gonna try to claw at you twice. Looks like he hits for 1 for 6 slashing. And that's him. Becomes your turn, Elward.
Nice. Okay. So, with my recent interaction with all these werewolves, they can't bite me per se in their hybrid form, correct?
No, they possibly could. They have, like, in their hybrid form, their teeth look pretty elongated and painful. In their human form, it doesn't look so much like it.
Oh, that's what I meant there. When they're human.
Yeah, like the ladies that were holding spears, you noticed they didn't bite once.
Yeah. So I will first move Ada to see if he takes the bait.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to kill all of you as quickly as he can. He will attack Ada.
That's going to hit. Then as I smirk and I'm going to use my remaining 20 feet to get behind my puppets. Then I'm going to fire off a... No, he'll definitely be coming for me and my puppets, so there's no need. I'll shoot a firebolt then. So I don't need to slow him because he's right there.
Oof, that's a heavy hit, yeah. Indeed, as you fire out your bolt, it strikes right into Kirill's chest. His fur is singeing. He's just continuing to rush forward with mad fury.
And I'm going to say, if any of you want to be a leader, now's your chance. With a grin on his face.
Very nice.
It's my turn.
Serena's going to not be quite as cautious as she was last time. She's going to kind of form the defensive line next to Ismark. Maybe kind of even step it a little over this way. Kind of taking the stone wall as a protection. But she's just going to toss her light bow kind of to the ground behind her and draw out her rapier. And then take the dodge action. Your turn, Winrel.
Okay. Okay, I guess with my bonus action, I will move my weapon. I think 20 feet is what I can do.
Yep.
Okay. And then for my action, I am going to cast 8.
Cool. Which ones do you want to give the temp HP? Or I guess a bonus?
Actually, I am gonna do it at I'm gonna do it actually at a level 3, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so I will get Elward, Jensen, and myself.
Okay. You guys each get 10. Your max and current HP increased by 10.
Yeah, Jensen, I think you got blessed too, right? Didn't Jensen have blessed?
Yes, I
Jim-
believe I do.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you had remembered to put it on your sheet. I didn't see the little heart.
Sorry, there's all that spam, but I'm. Oh, are we done
there's
with
no
the
button.
turn
There's no
tracker?
button.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, pass turn.
Yeah, indeed. As the wolves that came in, these massive wolves come rushing in, hungry. You see the white in their eyes kind of seem a bit lifeless, honestly, as they rush forward. Their body language depicting rage, but their eyes depicting like lifeless souls or soulless lives. Yeah, they'll just all rush in. All right, as they kind of go out. So the first one will be on Serena. It's a miss. Let's see. The next one will be on Ismark, and it has advantage. That'll be a hit for 8, and I need a strength saving throw from Ismark. Yeah, the wolf chomps into his haunches and drags him to the ground. The next.
Let's on that. Is
Oh
it
yeah.
possible?
No,
you can't.
no.
Even if you got a 4.
Yeah. But the next one will be on Arena. It also has advantage. That'll be a hit for 11, and I'll also need a strength save from Irina. She gets dragged down. The next one will be on Ada, and I think that's a miss for Ada.
Correct.
The next one will have to be on Ada because the pillars. Another miss. No. Yeah, even with advantage, it's miss. The last one will be on Elward, and it looks like it has only 1 touching you, so this is at normal. But still a hit, unfortunately, for 5, and I need a strength save from you.
Sure. I might need a clean getaway, so I will use my inspiration.
Yeah, go for it. A good use of your inspiration. As the wolf begins to kind of drag you down, chomping into your chest, you kind of tell yourself words of kindness, and you begin to believe in yourself, and you rip free from the jaws, holding your ground. Dimitri, becomes your turn.
I'll kind of yell out to Kirill and just be like, "This is your last chance to surrender."
I've given too much. Too much has already been lost. There's no turning back.
And then I'm gonna point Matilda at the wolf in the back and take a couple.
Yeah, do you want to scrub the kill on this white wolf on the first shot?
Oh, on the first shot, just kind of like serious, but like not, I guess, like a solemn. I guess kind of like just trying to like show that we're serious. I guess clearly cared. And then I guess the second one I'll aim at Kirill himself.
Cool, that's also a hit.
And was two. I don't have any bonus actions at the moment, so that's it for me. I'll back up a couple squares over here around Winrel. And then that's my turn.
As the matron white wolf falls to the ground, her body just smacks into the stone surface, and you hear the dying breath. Maybe you just kind of take a step back, Dimitri. Mother Night, she'll have her vengeance. Ismark's turn.
Ismark will get up from prone and draw his short sword. It's the wrong character sheet. And then make a couple of battle axe attacks and a short sword attack against the big wolf that.
Nice, yeah, over and over. Smacks into this wolf with the weapons.
Bless. I forgot to roll bless. I'm not sure if the 10 hits or not.
You can roll bless for both of them and see. The 13 becomes a hit. The 10 does not.
Okay.
Still did some damage though.
That is it for Ismark.
Becomes your turn, Jensen.
Alright, I still have a hostile wolf flanking me here, huh?
Yeah, the shadowy wolf.
Alright, I will strike it out at that a couple times.
The first one is a hit, but unfortunately the second one will need a crit fail.
I don't see the crit fail button. I see fumble, initiative, and art. Is it fumble?
Fumble. You roll too low, so you're all good. Just a miss.
That could have been stun right now. Could have been.
Yeah, you won't meet the same fate as Isaac.
Okay, so second one. This is. I'm gonna go ahead and blow my action surge now because I want to be able to get into this fight here. I will expend that, and I will swing 2 more times.
Yeah, hitting over and over with your weapon. This wolf, the shadowy wolf, the blood kind of modeling it as well, but not nearly as the contrast as the white wolf.
Oh, damn, not enough, huh? Ah, shoot.
You dare threaten our children? Ah, begone, you monsters!
You are the monsters.
Oh man, as much I wanna step up to the front line, but I gotta finish this guy off. Well, I guess I can assume maybe when Rel or Dimitri might. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and step up and take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, Winsea is gonna try to bite you. Miss.
Alright, cool. And then I will steadfast here on the front line.
Winsea, I can't say that name. Wincencia is gonna try. Yeah, I mean she's gonna flank. She'll move like right there, and try to bite your haunches again, Jensen. I miss once more. Kirill is just insanely enraged. You hear him yelling, Bianca! Bianca! No! And he's gonna try to push through. Let's see, he doesn't really have space to. He's trying to like push through these wolves, and he can't make it through. So he's gonna toss his spear. And let's see who will he toss. He's gonna toss it at you, Dimitri. But this will be a disadvantage.
Okay. I assumed he was gonna throw it at me, but it's alright. That's what I was trying to.
Oh no, never mind. He can't do that. We'll say this is a disadvantage. Well, this can be a disadvantage anyways. 18
18 hits.
for 5 piercing as the spear goes flying, kind of the rage just feeling that the strike. And that's Kirill. Elward.
All right. I might completely waste a turn here or change the tides of battle, but that's what D&D is for. I'm gonna let go of Irina Puppet so I can have a free hand. Rummage through my inventory for my interact object and pull out Blinsky's animal carousel. And I'm gonna wind it up. And it's gonna release terrible noises to all these wolves that have super great hearing.
Roll an intimidation check for me.
That's a bad one. Let's try. Oh.
Yeah, you see like the kind of the soulless eye wolves nearby look very confused for a moment, but then continue to try to attack at you.
Well, action. Okie dokie. That's what D&D is for. Alright. I'm going to try to pull away. I'll take the AO.
Yeah, it's gonna try to bite out at you as you move away, but a bit confused by the music box, and it misses.
Nice. So I was expecting to fall down, but since I'm good, I'll keep moving further back. I gotta stay within 30 feet of my puppets. Let's see. Hope I got one more 5 feet. Oh. Okay. Sadly, I let go of my arena puppet. Give a bonus to Ada, which I will use to give her. Let's give it the help action. I use it on the one further south. Can't trip or anything. That's the turn.
Cool. Yeah, Serena is she's got her rapier out, and is gonna continue to waylay into the one that just got hurt by Ismark. Yeah. Or maybe it was Jensen. Oh no, it was totally Ismark. Oh man. Okay, so the second one is the crit.
It's funny because it doesn't even matter because they're both this.
Yeah, 15 either way. No, and actually nets to higher. If the first one was a crit, it'd be a lower over total.
Oh, true.
She slays the one that's between her and Ismark. She seems to embolden herself. I told you these were monsters. They need to be dealt with. Even the ones that are cursed. Even the young ones. And she stabs out at this one as she action surges.
I respect it. She is the monster slayer after all.
Indeed. She'll hit for the first one. And that will be her. Winrow, your turn.
Okay, I will move my flame 20 feet to here. And this right behind Jensen is just a wolf?
It is in wolf form, yeah.
It's a bit stronger than the wolves, the kids that we just killed. It's an adult, essentially.
Okay, I will attack this wolf with the weapon.
Go for it. Yeah, that is
And
certainly
I
a hit.
will just smack with the mace the little wolf in front of me.
You smack it away, and this shadowy wolf kind of grunts beneath the pain.
Excellent. You still have a chance. Betray Kirill and live. And that's all.
As you offer a chance to this one, actually, she kind of whimpers at the pain. Please spare Kellen, my son. Spare the little ones. Spare them, please. She's kind of like on death's door.
Anyone that surrenders will be spared.
She kind of looks towards you all, and then looks towards Kirill and the wolves, and kind of grits her teeth.
That's all for me.
Alright, the dire wolves will go. Oh no, we'll just know they go last. This one will kind of step in a bit, and it's going to try to bite out at Serena. That'll hit for 9. She just barely holds her ground. The next one will, let's see, it has a lot of targets. Just going to go for Ismark, this will be an advantage. It'll be a hit for 8 piercing, and I need Ismark to give me a strength save. The next one has, Ismark keeps his ground, and the next one will be on Irina. 13 is, I think, a miss.
Yes, Irina's a little bit more armored than Ada.
Indeed. Alright, and then this one will have to be on Ada. It'll be an advantage still. 18 will become a hit for 11 piercing.
Yep.
And that big wolf will step in. And this one's going to attack Jensen. 8 will be a hit, Jensen. 24 will be a hit for 8 piercing, minus your heavy armor, and I'll need a strength saving throw. And that'll become your turn, Dimitri.
Alright. I'm going to fire one round at the Kirill. I'll step over. Step over, just so he's within line of sight. But I'll fire one.
That is still a hit.
All right. I don't have any more rounds left, so I'll take the other attack action to reload, and then that is my turn.
Ismark's turn.
Yeah, Ismark will go for the injured. Two battle axe and a short sword.
Attacks pretty effectively, honestly. Still continuing to strike into this wolf.
Should I roll bless for the second one?
No, it'll still be a miss no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah, lands 2 strikes. Continues to look hurt, this wolf.
And then that is Ismark's turn.
Jensen, becomes your turn.
All right, I'm gonna strike this pest that's behind me.
Do you want to describe the kill as you slay this shadowy wolf?
I'll just be with it nipping at my heels. I'll kind of just I'm gonna do a fancy take the halberd and swing it like kind of back over my head, over my shoulder, kind of thing, and just like kind of plunge it through it, and then pulling it forward, using that momentum, pulling it out with a spray of blood. I will swing toward the dire wolf right in front of me.
Nice, violently slay this mama wolf, and hit the other one as well.
Oh, and actually, sorry, can I get a death knell gong?
Yeah, indeed. I think what is it? 10 feet or 15 feet?
It should be 15 feet.
15 feet. Kira will be just outside, but the other wolf will be in it. Yeah, it fails for the full damage. Nice.
All right. Let's see. That's my 2 attacks there.
The deathmonger of Jensen calls, and the direwolf that's hurt, the blood turns to a black ichor and kind of thickens, and it looks quite hurt from this. Anything else in your turn, Jensen?
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, that's the end of my turn. The two strikes, the gong, and that's unfortunately all I got right now.
You have a second one if you like to use it.
I'm gonna save that. I'm hanging in there right now, so I'm doing okay.
Kira will stride forward, and as he does, the shadowy wolf kind of, maybe those nearby hear the last breath. Galen, stay alive. But Kirill, in a much more raged form, just yelling at this point, is going to strike out at the nearest target. Which will be Jensen. Claws twice, hitting for a total of 11 slashing on you, Jensen. Your turn, Elward.
Alright, let's see.
Cool. As I'm like further away from the battlefield, is any of the other direwolves being distraught from the one that's dying, that's calling for her child?
As you
I
look,
assume that one of them is the child.
as you look over the battlefield, the only it seems like Kirill is displaying a good bit of emotion, but the other direwolves are almost emotionless.
Okay.
They seem to be compelled by something beyond rage.
Okay. Serena, I'll let you use your judgment on that one. My puppets are in a dire situation. I'm going to use half my movement to get Irina up. And Ada's going to shoot, instead of fire from her muzzle cannon, poison spray at the weakened direwolf. Ooh, 2 poison damage.
Nice. Is it a con save?
Oh yeah, I forgot to put the. Pretty sure it's con save.
Oh yeah, this direwolf has felt inhaled maybe some stuff way worse than whatever she's spraying out. Not affected by this one.
Okay. And Irina will take the dodge action to try to hold the line with the fellow group. As I'm not level 6 like some people.
Google. Yeah, Serena kind of hears your words. Soulless and a monster. Doubly worth killing, I guess. And she stabs this nearest direwolf. As she stabs it into its heart, it kind of slumps to the ground and stops moving. It looks like Elward was kind of getting in a bit of a tight spot, so she comes and kind of closes the defensive wall and stabs out at this one as well. Uh-oh. Did not roll. Oh no. Did not roll high enough, thank goodness. Your turn, Winrel.
Okay.
You don't want to get
With my bonus action, I will call out a healing word to Jen.
What sort of thing do you say to Jensen that kind of heals up his wounds?
No one cares. Try harder.
Very nice.
And I'll hit. I'll swing out at this one.
Yeah, that is a massive hit as you smack into this big wolf.
And that I will pass turn.
Dimitri, becomes your turn.
The direwolves go.
Oh, thank you. Direwolves go at the end of the turn. Yeah. All right, let's go top down, left, right. The one between Winrel and Serena. This one is going to try to focus in on Ada. I guess Ada just looks like the tastiest. It's going to bite into Ada for 9. And get dragged prone, thank you.
I hit 69. Do I get anything with that?
Sorry about that?
I hit 69. Do I get anything for that?
You can roll a fumble if you want.
Thanks.
Let's see. The other direwolf is going to attack Irina with advantage. 15 to hit is still a miss. And
It'll be at normal because she's dodging.
Thank you. 11 is still a miss. And the other one is going to attack at Irina. Maybe it's a biting competition. They want to see who's best. 11 is a miss.
Nice. Arena Puppet was for roleplay, but she's holding it down.
Yeah, indeed. And Dimitri, becomes your turn as you see the Irina Puppet kind of breakdancing out of these bite attacks.
Alright. I'm going to stay there. Use the grit point I got from slaying the other wolf to do violence shot against Kiro. Then a second shot on him if he's still up.
Yeah, still up.
Ignore the 2, sorry. This is 4. It's a low one.
You blast into Kirill once again, over and over, and the great werewolf roaring in pain. You see kind of tears flowing down his cheeks, tears of rage.
And I'll pull my dagger as an interact. And that's it for Dimitri.
Ismark's turn.
Ismark is going to, just go for the hero right in front of him, the battle axe attack. And then,
Describe the... Oh, no, he's still up, sorry.
and then he'll stab in at the direwolf with the short sword.
Nice.
That is Ismark's turn. Rolling, I'm assuming bless for the first one won't make it a hit.
It could. It could.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. Worth a try, though. Jensen, becomes your turn as you see Ismark kind of slash into the enemies in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna slash at the direwolf in front.
That's just a miss, unfortunately.
I will battle maneuver precision strike.
Becomes a hit. Do you get to add? Is it just the attack, right? Or do you the damage too?
I think. Let's see. It's no. It's just this one's just to get the hit. Yeah. I think I added this one just for situations like this, where I absolutely wanted to make sure I got the hit.
Nice. Indeed, it becomes a hit.
All right. Still up. Yeah.
Just barely up.
All right. All right. We'll swing one more time.
Yeah, this time you just cleave the whole head off this massive direwolf.
All right, and we'll get another death knell gong.
Very nice indeed. Yeah, Carol, just this enraged form, tries to withstand it. And does just barely.
Ah, damn. Alrighty. Let's see. Actually, with my second one, could I also add? With my second strike, can I add a? I didn't hit. Never mind. I didn't hit the guy that I need to hit to move Ismark out of there. Okay. I'm gonna step forward, kind of further into the fray here, and I'll pass turn. Okay. I will second win now. I will go ahead and second win for 10. And that's turn.
Nice. Yeah, Carol is kind of super enraged. He's just going to continue to attack. He seems like almost out of his senses. Just no more intelligence left in this blind rage at this point. He tries to claw out at you twice, Jensen. Not hitting either time. Elward, becomes your turn.
just a little bit. Okay, use half my movement to pick up Ada. And once again, Ada's going to shoot a poison spray out, the one towards the north, to help my allies here.
Nice. Oh, stands. These things are pretty durable. They've sniffed some stuff. They've said hello to a lot of other wolves.
Pretty durable indeed. I'm gonna shift my arena puppet just a little bit, and as a bonus action, she will give, instead of the dodge action, she will give the help action to the next person to attack this enraged pack leader.
Cool.
That's my movement, that's my action, that's my bonus action. Yep, this is my turn.
Serena's gonna
get some brother and sister combos here.
Yeah. Serena's gonna stab into this wolf over and over.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, the first one still hits. Oh no. As she stabs with all of her might into this werewolf, her rapier just bends and distorts. Maybe she strikes into bone, and the rapier itself snaps in two.
Oh no,
That's unfortunate.
Oh, Lennon broke her toy.
Oh no. Winrel, becomes your turn.
Okay. Okay, I'll move my weapon up.
Who are you hitting?
Hitting this one here. And then I'll swing at the hurt one in front of me as well.
Cool, go for it. 12 is just a miss, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Missed both times. You synchronized your attacks too well, but they just very well timed, just not very well aimed.
Well, that was a bust. That's my turn.
Okay, Dimitri becomes. Oh no, direwolves are gonna go. Direwolves. Let's see. This one's gonna focus in on. Let's probably Serena. They've not been They've been kind of mindless. Yeah, they're gonna attack. Maybe Serena's rapier looks kind of distracted a bit. It's gonna try to bite into you, Winrel, at normal. That'll hit for 7. So 3. Oh no, it's gonna do 1. No, 2. I'm sorry, 2. Jeez.
2. Okay.
And then let's see. The one over here is gonna try to bite into Ada. Doing 9 to Ada. And the bottom one.
Down.
The bottom will try to bite you, Jensen, at normal. That'll hit for 12. And I'll need a strength save from you, Jensen. You also get pulled prone as you take some damage. Becomes your turn at this, Dimitri.
All right. Yeah, I'm still gonna take hearing outward yellow. I'm still gonna take one shot at with Matilda.
Describe the kill.
This one is just like raging, and I think this one's just gonna be like straight through the heart. Regain a grit. And then I'll move. So I'll move to here. Take the second shot and spend a grit for piercing shot to shoot through all 3 of the dire wolves.
Okay, cool. All 3 are hits.
And then I'll move forward and bonus action stab out with the dagger of venom on this dire wolf. The 17, it doesn't have the venom on it, so it's just the 5 piercing.
Cool. Do you have dual wielding?
You don't need a feat.
Oh, cool. No, I thought the +1 was your strength, but it's just the magic bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's right. 5 damage. That is exactly what you needed as you stab into this wolf with Lady Voctor's weapon of choice.
Nice. And then, yeah, I'll take a defensive, kind of roll up alongside Serena and be like, don't worry, I have your back. And then, that's it. That's my turn.
As it kind of quiet down just a bit as the raging yells and crying, sobbing stops from Kirill. He thunks against the ground with his hand outstretched towards the white wolf. His motion stops. But you notice also those a bit closer to the big wolves. The eyes fill with life and blackness, and they look terrified. It looks like they kind of get ready to turn and run as they look panicked. And they're no longer white eyes, but full of kind of a normal, like blackish, beastly eyes. Your turn, Ismark.
Ismark, maybe a bit still hopped up on adrenaline and not used to this, is gonna come down here and just swing at this wolf, just like so in the zone, like it's just, he's like all hopped up on adrenaline. Yeah.
He swings once, twice, thrice, but he does hit on the second 2, thanks to Bless.
Does he hit on or that's for the first one?
Oh, the first one's a miss. First one's a miss.
First one's a miss, no matter what. Okay.
No matter what you roll on the second one, it'll become a hit. I mean, the third one.
Okay. And then that's his turn.
Cool. Becomes your turn, Jensen.
All right, I'll keep swinging at I'll keep cleaving away at the one Ismark just swung at. Oh, well, I'm sorry. First I'll stand up, obviously. Let's do that. Spend half my movement standing up. I'll swing once, and I'll swing twice.
Cool. As you slay the first one, the other one, kind of the bell rings once more, tolling another one of your many slain at this point. This one is so frightened that it doesn't hear the bell. It just hears its own heart kind of pumping at an incredible rate. It does feel the blow from your halberd, though. Anything else?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I will pass turn.
Your turn, Elward.
Oh no. Hey, that's the werewolf killer. Irina's just there. Irina's gonna grab onto one of the werewolf's legs and give the help action.
Okay, cool.
That's my turn.
Serena is gonna kind of take the hilt of her broken rapier and toss it like a dagger at this creature with normal I know advantage. Oh no! Plus proficiency, no, still miss. Unfortunately, she tosses the dagger, and it just falls, blunks onto the dire wolf's fur, not doing enough damage. But as she gets ready, she picks up, she kind of pulls off a hand axe off her pack and tosses that, and that hits it, but not for enough. Your turn, Winrel.
Okay. I'll move up the spiritual weapon and repeat of last turn. Hopefully more success. Nope.
Oh no. A little less synchronized and a little less aim.
I should have blessed myself. Okay, that's my turn.
And D, as your turn ends, you see this terrified direwolf begin to turn and run at full speed away. It's panicked. It's just gonna dash. Several people can take attacks of opportunity, but we'll just say that one of you will hit. As Winrel strikes with her mace, as Serena stabs with a makeshift weapon, and Jensen swats with his halberd, you collectively slay this wolf. And that'll end combat.
I was gonna say, what about the old man? And then I kind of forgot Dimitri like sniped him from like a million feet away.
Ugh. So much for diplomacy, but not much that could have been done.
Diplomacy comes in all shapes and sizes.
But these kids can sleep easier now, knowing the werewolves are gone.
I don't think that could have been everyone. There must still be more inside.
Maybe they got some prisoners.
Well, that one over there, pointing at the one that's like kind of in front of Winrow. That one said there were children.
But what do we do with those children? Should we bring them back to town? Wouldn't that be dangerous?
I did think about that, and the best solution that I was able to come up with was perhaps try and bring them to Valaki and see if the Mardikovs would help out. I feel like they might.
Valaki's already busy with vampire children.
I think that could be a really good idea. Maybe they can teach them to control their instinct.
That's precisely what I was thinking.
Saying the Mardikovs are creatures of the night.
Since yes, but I'm gonna transform again, so I don't frighten the children.
Yeah,
Ironically.
yeah, as you kind of the battle kind of quiets down, you do hear kind of the drip, drip, drip It's quite more quiet, a little bit more quiet in the cave. But you do hear the distant whimper of a small animal crying.
Well, I'll let you to it.
All right.
As you push forward deeper into the den, what you come across is an underground spring. There's a gash in the rocky ceiling that allows the gray light and cold drizzle of the outdoors to seep into this dark, torchlit cave, where an underground spring forms a pool of water. It's roughly 40 feet across and 10 feet deep. You see a 5-foot high ledge to the north that overlooks the pool, and a similar ledge spans the eastern wall with a rough-hewn staircase leading up to it. You kind of see the few crates that Dimitri pointed out to you.
All right. I'll continue.
As you come to the left side of the split, what you see before you, kind of over to the west. There's no tokens on the map for you, but there is a 5-foot high stone ledge that overlooks this large cave. But to the west, you see a smoldering campfire at the far west end. The floor itself is covered with gnawed bones, but you see several little young wolves kind of huddled in this far corner.
Children, don't be scared. It's going to be.
They just kind of whimper and like huddle into the corner further.
Are they in human form?
Wolf form.
Hybrid wolf? Can you all transform?
You see them kind of maybe a bolder one kind of nods and does transform. Let me pull him out. But
Are you okay? Is anyone hurt?
Mama, where's Mama? And as this wolf transform, it looks bright-eyed and really dark, shadowy fur. Seems to resemble one of the shadowy wolf that you fought earlier.
Your mama sent me in here. She wanted to. Well, she gave her life to protect you and the other children. She wants you to thrive and come with us.
Mama's gone? Mama's gone?
I'm so sorry. I tried to save her. But he was Kirill. He had too strong a hold on her.
The young wolf just looks absolutely distraught and kind of turns into a little boy again, like fully human form, and kind of climbs into the corner and huddles up and starts sobbing. As you kind of look through the north part of the tunnel system, Elward, you see kind of a maze of torchlit tunnels and caves expand in front of you. Bones lie strewn across the floor.
I'll wait for the party, and I don't want to take away from what Winrow's doing, so keep going with her. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, I moved over to here to kind of like get an elevated view of the entrance, and I was letting Winrow do her thing, considering she's a werewolf, so she'd probably have.
Children, come on, transform. We mean you no harm. I mean you no harm.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage since you're a werewolf as well, and in that form.
Anybody got inspiration you can give me? Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I already have advantage. Just kidding.
I'll just take mine if you want.
Yeah, you've got advantage from your the role play in the wolf form. Yeah, as you kind of as you kind of beg the children, they still look pretty terrified. One or two of them kind of nip at the young boy's heels that kind of spoke to you, and they begin to shuffle, but they look very discouraged. One of them kind of looks up and kind of turns into the hybrid form. It's a young girl, and she kind of, what about the others? The, the ones the ones that haven't the ones that haven't completed their training.
We gave everyone a chance to leave Kirill. Come with us. Everyone that came out of the cave didn't survive.
What about no, no? And they shuffling behind, but they look very distraught.
Please, you must come with me. We have a safe place to take you. They'll understand what you are and be able to help you.
I But this is new home. I I didn't like my old home. They they did they treat me well here. They give me food. Let me be part of pack.
There is no more pack, unfortunately. Kirill was involved with Strahd, bringing havoc and terror to this land. Please, we have good people, multiple good people to take you to, lots of children, other wares. It will be a good place. You're not going back to Barovia.
As the children look confused and scared, but like they're kind of turning. You seem like they're kind of getting through to them. But as you say, it's going to finish up. You hear a voice behind you. There will always be a pack. We will live to see another day. I think that there has been loss, but you've done me a favor tonight as well. Who are you? And you see this dark-skinned woman with kind of tears streaking down her face a bit behind you on the ledge. This is what she looks like.
My name is Winrell. I came in the name of Mother Night, from the house of the Moon Temple. I came long ago to investigate Kirill and this group, as he was straying from the mission, partnering with Strahd. This was not acceptable. I came just to talk with my compatriots from the church, other healers. He slaughtered all of them. Then I woke up one day with Emil standing over me. He had bit me, and I managed to escape. We ran into Kirill again. He came to kill one of our companions on the word of Strahd, or at least capture her, take her back to Strahd anyway.
She kind
Then
of
we knew he would never let us go. We had to come here and stop him. He couldn't have been allowed to continue to partner with Strahd against everyone else in these lands.
she's kind of listened intently, and you see she's kind of gathered herself a bit, almost like a light of hope entered her eyes. As you finish, she speaks up. It was Emil that gave you your gift, showed you the true teachings of Mother Night, made you a children of hers. Emil is my mate. He dared challenge Kirill, but, as you said, rather than face Emil in battle, as our ancient ways have taught, he sought the help of the devil, and brought this death upon our pack. Children, this is friend, not foe. Perhaps that was confused tonight, but we will regrow. Please, chosen of Emil, I am Zuleika. These circumstances are not ideal, but if you are one of us, then maybe the ancient ways have been preserved. Who was it that slayed Kirill?
I'm gonna look back at Dimitri a little bit. But we'll make it obvious. Just like seeing if he's gonna take the credit for the kill.
Can
One of my companions.
I hear? Because right now I'm just like watching over the entrance.
Yeah,
Some
it's not a
people-
huge cave, and it would echo, and they're not whispering or anything. She's actually kind of yelling down from the ledge. Not yelling, but speaking loudly.
Okay.
He's not aware though.
He's not aware of what?
He is not aware. He doesn't have the gift.
My apologies.
I'll just kind of give her a little wave.
And is he one of your packlings?
Yes, you could say that.
Hmm. I see. And Bianca, the white wolf, what has been made of her?
She did not survive. She died in his name.
Hmm. That would make you the Alpha. By the ancient law, I dare not challenge Slayer of Bianca. Slayer of Kirill. And she kind of kneels a bit. Mother Night has truly chosen you. Emil saw the future. Emil saw what you would do for us. Perhaps we have lost much, but much is to be gained.
I'll certainly lend my ear to your leadership, your experience. What do you want to do? I don't think you can stay here. The burgomaster of Crake wants you all dead. I don't think it's safe. They can probably take, I mean, I'm sure they could take the remainder of the pack out.
We've been here longer than that village. This is our ancestral home. We shall hunt further to the north.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. In the meantime, I'll tell them that the threat has been removed by the pack some time, but no recruiting. No recruiting children that are wandering in the woods lost.
If that be your will, Alpha, we shall obey it. Please, I have something to show you, then. You may bring your packlings. Children, I will attend to you soon. I understand your feelings. Just rest, please. Zuleika kind of tries to usher you this way towards the northeast. As she kind of ushers you along, she kind of mentions to you, I do not think Emil has gone. There was a struggle, a conflict. As I said, Kirill would not face him as our ancient ways. Instead, he fled to that devil, and those beasts of wolves caught Emil. I fear that the devil keeps him locked away as a toy in his castle. I would do anything to be reunited with Emil. Anything. He has chosen you. You must be his salvation.
We certainly intend to go up against Strahd when the time is right. We're working on gaining allies. That's why I'm trying to gain favor with the burgomaster and Crake. So, are there people in this room?
Yeah, as you kind of move throughout the den, you do see a few other kind of caves with older looking like non-combatant werewolves. But as you come to the back, you come to this shrine of sorts. Rough-hewn stairs lead down to a torchlit cave and a bizarre sight. Wide-eyed children stand behind wooden bars and stare at you in terrified silence. The cave holds 6 wooden cages, their lids held shut with heavy rocks. 2 of the cages are empty, and each of the others hold a pair of frightened children. A crude wooden statue stands between the cages. It bears the rough likeness of a wolf-headed woman draped in garlands of vines and night flowers. Piled around the statue's base is an incredible amount of treasure. And behind the statue are 2 maggot-ridden corpses that hang from iron shackles bolted to the wall. And you recognize them, Winrel. They're 2 of your old party members, but rotted from the many moons that you last saw them. But as she brings you into this room, these were the next to undergo. These were the next to undergo the trial. It was to be held at this full moon, but you will be it, Alpha. You will be Mother Knight's will.
Wolflings aren't going to help us in this fight. You can't turn anyone that doesn't want to be turned. Not anymore. Let's offer what this is. This is a gift. People should be able to turn it down. I'm gonna transform. I'll go up and I will unlock the cage, starting with the one on the left and then the right. Children, it's okay. Come out.
You see him hesitate for a moment, but then they kind of rush out, and they look terrified and traumatized.
How old are they about?
They're like they range in ages between 10 and about 16.
Okay. And presumably they're all hurt, I'm assuming.
They're all actually fairly well. They're not super well nourished or anything, or abused anyway. But they are terrified. But they look like, and as maybe as you look over their well-being, Zuleika mentions, one of them was to be the next chosen. That was the way of Kirill. If Emil had been in charge, they all would be given the gift.
Where did you find the children?
I do not know. I've not been allowed to hunt since they took Emil away. Kirill did not trust me. I am simply their caretaker.
Children. How many of you have somewhere to go back to, a family?
None of them respond. They just kind of hang their heads low.
Do you want to stay here with her, with me, or
They all
maybe
shake. Oh, go ahead.
uh, maybe you can go to Valaki and stay with the other orphans?
They all shake their head no about at staying. They're terrified. They don't want to be here. Please, don't don't make me kill Bessie. Don't let me kill Peter. Another says, don't let me kill John.
No. There won't be killing, none of that anymore. This is just a family that celebrates Mother Night and her gifts, which you could be given, or you can go live with the orphans in Balaki. The choice is yours, but no one will die either way.
They look slightly relieved, but still very traumatized. And maybe Peter speaks up. Anywhere but here. Anywhere, please.
Sure, that's understandable. So, how many days travel are we from Balaki?
Several. About 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, we'll call session there, guys. As we free the children, we slay some wolves. Make somewhat of an ally. Sorry about the rampant technological issues tonight, but hopefully that it still was fun for everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Wolf
definitely.
hunting
Yeah.
is always fun.